Hey guys, we're the Gardening Grubs. This is Zamia and I'm Guy, and we are going to talk about some creative ways of getting food plants from the food that you eat. Funny enough, food plants and food are pretty much the same thing. Now, there's been a shortage of seeds and stuff, and everyone's been raiding the nurseries and things. There's not much around. But everyone wants to get into the ground, so just remember, food comes from plants, and generally the food you're eating is the plant's method to create more of itself, more food. So remember this thing. This is a tomato. It's full of really nice flesh that we eat and we turn into sauces and things, and my lovely assistant here, Zamia, is going to chop a tomato in half and we're going to see what's inside. Can you chop that tomato in half, Zam? Whoa, there we go. All right, I'm going to bring this up to the camera a bit closer there. See in here, these are the tomato seeds. It's not just what you eat, it's also how a tomato grows. So what we're going to do is we're going to chop that tomato again. Can you chop that again for us, Sam? We're going to scrape these seeds out onto a bit of cardboard. Pretty easy. You can do it any old how. You can just scoop them out with your fingers. They come out a bit wet and juicy, but that's the joy of a tomato. Here you go. Yeah. And you can get so many seeds from this tomato. It's a crazy, amazing process this plant has of making sure there's cousins and brothers and sisters and everything that it can grow with. And we put them on a bit of, we're putting it on a bit of cardboard here just to soak up a bit of that moisture, because there's quite a lot of it, and you kind of want your seeds to dry out a bit so you can handle them a bit better, and then you can you can store them for a little bit longer, or you could just chuck them straight in the ground. And now this one here is another lovely luscious red fruit. What's this one called, Zam?
Capsicum.
A capsicum, and yes we can with the capsicum. So I'm gonna ask you to, can you chop that up for me and then have your tomato? Oh, look at those knife skills. Well, this capsicum is pretty much a capsicum. It doesn't really have many seeds, but sometimes you have capsicums and they got tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of seeds. Sometimes it's like more seed than capsicum. Where's the capsicum? I'm eating these seeds and they don't taste as good as the capsicum, that's for sure. But anyway, we've got a few of these seeds here. You know, you don't need too many capsicum plants because they can take up a bit of space. So maybe we've just got the right amount of capsicum seeds there. Anyway, capsicum's so good for you. It's got more vitamin C than an orange from what I've been reading. Anyway, so there we go. We've got a little bit of cardboard and a couple of capsicum seeds, as you can see, and heaps and heaps of tomato seeds. And then we just leave that in the sun. No cost, no trip to the shops or anything like that. And the chances are that's potential there. Okay, that's a real simple one to do. And the next thing we'll go to is ginger. Now, ginger's a real good medicinal and flavoursome root. It's a rhizome. And the amazing thing about ginger is that it just grows from the ginger bulb. You can just get this and find the little nodules in there and chuck them in a nice bit of potting mix. Give it a good water. They like to remain a bit moist and stuff. And then you can basically grow your own ginger from a piece of ginger. And the funny thing is you can chop them up into little bits and you can grow 2 ginger plants from that same piece of ginger. Amazing. You can do the same with turmeric and all kinds of other things. So good. I had a bit of ginger and it held an abscess in my tooth once. It was so good. Oh, antibiotics didn't do it, ginger did it. Just popped it out and... Anyway, enough about me. What's this one, Sam?
Fennel.
This one's fennel. It's a favourite for my co-host here. She likes just eating it like this. It grows crazy. Like sometimes you got too much fennel everywhere. Anyway, chuck this one in a pot of water, and we'll show you how. This is the bottom part of a lettuce. It's crazy. But these things, this is a, what's this one, Sam?
Fennel.
Celery.
Oh.
These things will sprout roots if left in water, and they will grow just like the tops of a beetroot. This is a tiny bit. We've chopped this one up into tiny little bits. This one is a parsnip, and I'm sure everyone knows what this one is.
It's pineapple!
That's a fancy hat. Yes, it's a pineapple. And these things, if you pop them in, we've had this one growing in a bit of water, and it's just looking after itself. We've had it in there for months. We just pop a little, do you want to empty that, a bit of water into there? Pour a bit of water into that, Sam? You just pop a little bit of water into your, into a bowl or something, or if you haven't got a bowl, you can always use an old milk carton or a cup or any sort of thing that will hold a bit of water. Pop it in. Hey presto, and doesn't it? It looks amazing too. You don't even need to pop it in the ground later on when it's got roots. You can just leave it in that, and it make your kitchen look wonderful. Anyway, so we'll put the celery, we'll put the lettuce, and we'll put the fennel inside another little vessel here. This was just from the bottom of a milk container. Don't need to spend any money. And pop it on the same shelf with the pineapple. Now I know another favourite everyone has is the avocado. And growing an avocado tree is a very easy thing to do yourself. You get the pip, you get yourself a jar, you fill your jar up with water, and this one I prepared earlier, but basically I just got a stick snapped a stick off a tree, and I got my co-host here, Zam, to whittle away, make a little pointy tip on it. Very easy. We made 3 of those, and we chucked them into the pip of the avocado, and we're just hanging that so the base of it is just touching in the water. And you just keep an eye on that and leave it on the same shelf for a bit of time, and nature will do its thing. It'll shoot out a little root, and then before you know it, it'll crack open and you'll have some leaves popping out, and you've got your very own avocado tree. And you know what? Some of your culinary herbs, like your fennel and your cumin, whatever you want to call it, tastes the same, tastes great. Why not even try and grow some of these? And to increase its chances, before you chuck it in, why don't you pop them in and soak them in a little bit of water? You can even do it in the same jar that the avocado's in. Woo! Soak them in there overnight, and then you could just broadcast them around your garden, or you could dig little holes and put a little seed in each hole. Whatever your gig is. Let's just give it a shot. There's no reason we can't be growing food just because the shops are out of seeds. All right. Cool. Thank you very much. We're the Gardening Grubs. Have a lovely time.